Good that you are still on board. Let's kick off with the third lesson. The third lesson is about your personal LinkedIn profile and how to build it. So let's start with the basic settings of a LinkedIn profile and why it is so useful. Let's start. Let's kick off with the first important factor here and the first important item. It's your profile picture. It sounds very easy, but it's maybe not so obvious as you might think. Because what should be included in your profile picture? It should be, of course, a serious picture, which include the face and the top of your shoulders. Use, please, a simple background and keep it recent and smile. If there are a group picture where you're also only one person within this group and you want to cut off yourself of this group picture, it's maybe not a good idea. And so there need to be enough space around your head and your shoulders. And so the normal portrait picture does not make you very good. Also, maybe not the best example, keep the holiday pictures for the family. And in this case, it's very, very too small. So imagine that the profile picture will be displayed on the mobile phone in the app, smaller than a thumbnail. And that's why you need to zoom in here on this picture. It's very, very far away. Then we have the banner picture. The banner picture is above your profile picture and gives your profile again a statement. And that's why we think that you should use an image you love, can be personal or company. The dimensions are very, very stretched. So maybe a panorama picture here would be also possible. And our recommendation is don't put another picture of you there. Maybe it's a little bit too much then. Just to make you aware, in this example, it's only one picture, which you can see here. Magnus has created one picture file out of 4 and then uploaded it to the LinkedIn page. Also important to know, the update of the banner picture at the moment can only be done via desktop and not via mobile or via app. Then we are coming to maybe the most important part after the profile picture. It's about your headline. The headline is usually just used with your title, but we think you are much more than just a title. And please include there also maybe the main impact of your work. Also try to think about some specific keywords which describe your work. So think about maybe what others are searching for keywords and then include them. You have 120 characters. You can use them maybe as also in a mixture of title and your main values, but it is very, very visible. And that's why it matters. It is the first thing that people see before your full profile. If you just search for a name within LinkedIn, it's the first thing other people will see together with your profile picture. That's why it's so important. Below of this, we have the summary section. It's for telling your whole story. It is not your work experience stations. We will come back to this in a minute. It's more about your core beliefs and your motivation. It is maybe the story behind your headline. Include your current focus, your priorities, think again about some keywords, and yeah, it's another chance to make an impression for your visitors, and that's why it's our recommendation to include it. It's maybe not the first priority, right? And on the right-hand side, you can see a good example. Now you can see from our perspective, that example, because that would be a summary of your full profile and maybe a repetition. And our recommendation is don't do it like this. Use it more like your personal story. And as promised, the last part of the basic settings of your LinkedIn profile, it's the work experience. So introduce your company and your last role. Add the scope of your position, list the key elements of your role, and maybe add some achievements. Integrate some industry keywords, be specific, and add a description for at least the last 2 positions. So that would be important from our point of view. So for the last 2 positions, you can write a little bit more about your work content and your achievements. Here you have also the possibility to include your exact title. Most of the people, they have their title in the headline, as I said. Not our recommendation. Headline is for your vision and for what you stand for. And here you have the chance really to mention and write down your exact title. Before you start, you should always check out your privacy settings. It's accessible via your LinkedIn profile. So please check about your public profile, who can see your email address, for example. It's very important to avoid spam emails here. And there are many, many other options in these privacy settings, and please check it before you start. And then we are coming again for the first time now for the homework. So-called homework. I would like to invite you to try these things out, which you have just learned. So check your profile and your header picture and create a nice headline. Try to incorporate your personal value and missions. And yeah, that will be the task for now. I know it's not an easy task, but it will boost your profile very much. As a recap, the basic of a LinkedIn profile are the following. So we have profile picture, banner picture, headline, summary, and work experience. These should be filled out. Then the headline is so important because it's so visible within the network. It's really the first impression and the first thing people get to know. The additional parts can be licenses and certifications, skills and endorsement, accomplishment and interests. Just check out what you want to integrate here. Of course, the more you add, the better. Check your privacy settings and keep your profile updated. This means at least check every 3 to 4 months if it's everything updated. If you have news there, please share them on your profile. And yeah, so that would be my recommendation. A last thing maybe as a important hint. Maybe you have seen that others are notified when you have changed something on your profile, but don't be afraid. These notifications are only there when you changed something in your work experience. So in this cases here. When you're changing your headline, for example, your network won't be notified. So you can just try it out, and I wish you a lot of success with it.